What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be making a vision board. Now this is something that at first when I saw it I was like, oh, that could be a great video idea. But then I started to look into them and they're actually like supposed to be really helpful. And basically everybody has their different opinion and their different version of a vision board, but pretty much you just put down a bunch of things that you want to achieve, things that you want to get in your life, and it's like your vision put on a board, and it's supposed to motivate you because you see it all the time. And apparently it's like a proven thing that when you see them and you see it every day, it does in fact help you kind of achieve those goals. So today I'm gonna be making mine. My vision board, I don't know how you guys make yours or if you guys have one, but my vision board is going to consist of things that I want to achieve, things that make me, that might help me get there, as well as some things from the past. You guys are about to see. It came with a total of 3, that's trash. Maybe like this, you guys see that? And I'm gonna try and build it this way for you. Now I don't have any magazines or newspapers or anything here, so all my images are printed. However, there is some things that aren't printed, but I don't have magazines or anything. Lots of people use magazines, not me. I think the first thing that we gotta throw on here without any questions, is a little phrase I know you guys love to comment on my videos. And this little phrase is up here as a reminder to why I'm doing everything I do. So you guys know this is the brand I'm starting, but it's more than just the brand. This is going on here to kind of, why don't the thumbtacks go all the way into the board? Whoa, it came right through? Wow, you should not get your board at the dollar store, I'll tell you that right now. Stay committed like I try and tell you guys every day. How can I tell you guys to stay committed if I'm not doing it myself? So that's right in the center. I think that's the most important one for me. Stay committed to everything I'm about to put on this board. Second thing I'm going to put on here is a little bit different. This is actually a coaster that I took from the bar that we were at last weekend. Red Truck Beer Company. Don't know who they are, I've never had their beer, but they had a coaster on the table and I really liked it. And this coaster says, "You never forget your first truck." This is going on here because it made me feel good. And when I looked back and I was like, you never forget your first truck, and I looked back and I thought about my first truck. And I smiled and I was like, I'm happy about my first truck. It still makes me happy. And I want to, every time I do look back on something in my life, feel the same way. So I'm putting this coaster here just to kind of remind me to keep doing things that make me happy. Because when I read this, it was simple and kind of stupid, but I thought about my first truck and it made me happy. Next thing we have going on is a quote from when I used to work at Ford. We used to have monthly sales meetings, and they used to say this at the beginning of every single sales meeting, and I already thought it was like my favorite quote. However, when I heard it over and over and over again, it just grew on me more and more and more. And this is a Henry Ford quote, hence why when I worked at Ford, everybody said it. It says, "Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right." And I think that that's super true. And I tell this to Courtney all the time. And if you don't have the right mindset and you say, you know what, I can't make YouTube videos because I don't have blank, then you won't make YouTube videos. And if you say, I can do this, then you probably will. And I personally do believe it's all about mindset. And I do believe it's all about what you tell yourself, and you can achieve anything, you just have to believe you can. To me, that means a lot, and it's my favorite quote. Goes on the board. And now this, I guess I should say this. This isn't, like I guess people do yearly boards, right? Now this board is, some things, yes, I would like to achieve within a year, but there's other things that are going to be going on this board that are just things I want to achieve. Like that doesn't all have to necessarily happen within a year, but the point is I want to look at them every day to remember what I'm working towards and eventually get them. And next, you guys are all going to love this one. This is a picture of a wide-bodied BRZ. I know this is a Rocket Bunny. I don't really want a Rocket Bunny. I think it's too overdone. However, I would like to get my BRZ looking extremely nice like this. And I don't know how I'm going to do that or when I'm going to do it, or I would like to get the BRZ looking extra nice this year, and this is just going up here because this is a BRZ I really like. I just found this one online. It looks really cool, and I aspire to have mine looking just as good one day. Yeah, sure, it'd be cool to boost it and it'd be cool to do all these things, but I was like, I can't just pick one, so I picked a full-fledged sick BRZ, and that's my goal. Next that's going on the board is this string of beads. Now this is on a beaches string, and it's like all these beads were in my hair at one point. So when we went to Jamaica this year for Christmas with the family, me and my brother, we got all these beads. Well, we each got beads, but we got them put in our hair. We got we didn't have long enough hair to do like dreads or anything crazy, but we got beads put in our hair. And I want to put this up here because it reminds me when I look at it of something when I felt happy and I felt like nobody was judging me and I felt free and I felt like I could do whatever I want and no one really cared. Because when you're on vacation, people don't really care. And me and him both got these beads put in our hair, and I really want to have that feeling in my whole life where I just feel free and feel happy and feel like I can do whatever I want. Beads are going here because they gave me a good feeling when we did them, and I want to have that feeling in my life all the time, so I'm putting them there to kind of remind me what I'm going for. I feel like this one should have been up there a little bit sooner, but it was at the bottom of the pile, so I didn't really think of it. This one is YouTube. Now, you can set specific goals, and you can set, you know, this year, at the end of the year, I want to have 100,000 subscribers, or 1 million views, or whatever it is. But when it comes to YouTube, I feel like those goals don't necessarily always work. And you can't control the amount of people that are going to want to subscribe to you. You can put out awesome content. You can have, every video can have 1 million views, and you could not get any subscribers. And I'm not really going to set a goal based on, you know, how many subscribers I want, or anything like that. Yes, it would be great, and I mean, I would personally like to see like 25,000 subscribers at the end of the year. I know that's really far-fetched, I know it's a stretch, but I'm putting this here as a do my best and try and improve every video, make it better, try and expand, always be growing, always be getting better than I was yesterday at YouTube. Not necessarily a big goal, a place I want to be per se. I just always want to be bettering my channel. This is a photo of an R33 GTR Skyline. I know I said that backwards. I'm just trying to make it make sense for you guys. And this is a car that I would love to own one day, especially being out here on the West Coast right now. This is like where they all get imported to, and this is where a lot of them are. And I know a lot of people like R32s. I like R33s, just personal preference. And one day I would really like to own one. So I'm gonna put this up here until the day I own this car. This one, here's a quote. It says, "The best views come from the hardest climb." And I think that that's super relevant right now, not only because we moved out here to where the mountains are, and we go and, you know, hike around up mountains and stuff, but because me and Courtney both just moved out here and we have nothing. We have jobs and stuff now, yeah, but we don't really have a whole lot out here yet. And it is hard, and it is a climb. And especially with YouTube and with everything working, everything in life is a climb. And I feel like the harder it is, the more accomplished you'll feel when you get to the top. I have no idea what's coming. I have no idea with YouTube, anything. But it's definitely a climb, and I'm really stoked to get to the top and see what we see. This is a really cool photo of a house I found. With the house I found, and the shop is like the majority of the house. The house barely exists, and this is my goal. This is me and Courtney have a goal actually. We are renting right now. We started renting when we moved here, but we don't want to rent for really more than 2 years. So we have a 2-year goal to get a house. And she knows, and she also wants to have a 6 shop for me to work in. She totally loves this. So we have a goal together to get a house within the next 2 years, and ideally it's a shop with a house attached. I'm sure this thing has a name. I don't really know what the name is. It's like $1 million, right? And there's all these ways to make it. So you need 5,000 people to buy a $200 product. That doesn't seem that bad in the grand scheme of things. 5,000 people across the world to buy a $200 product, and that's how you make $1 million. And it makes it seem like a more achievable goal. And I love doing that for me and for everything I do to make my goals feel more achievable, feel like I can actually get them. To break them down into something simple like that, it makes you realize that not everything is as impossible as you think it is, especially a huge number like $1 million. It's a lot easier to get there than you think. You guys are gonna love this last one, so just hang on for me. This here is a scale. I feel like I need to balance my life a little bit better. I get really excited. Oh, I'm running out of room. I get really excited about things I do and work and YouTube and making videos, and some days I just don't stop, and I should. And I should spend some time with Courtney and not be working. But some days it's hard, and I have good ideas and they're flowing and I can't stop. I want to work on balancing life better and saying, you know what, today I can take 10 minutes or more than 10 minutes and not concentrate so much on my videos and do something with Courtney. Because I feel bad all the time, but sometimes I just can't stop. I would love to get me a very nice 22B old STI WRX, GC8, whatever, I really want one. This I want more than the Skyline almost, because I have a car that's not as practical. I'd love to get one of these and just be able to take it wherever, whenever, and not worry about it, have a sick build. This is like my dream car right here. And I'm gonna put it there because, again, I really want to get one day, and that's just something for me to work towards, something for me, you know, when it's not always going great, to look at and be like, that's what I'm gonna get out of doing this, and that's why I need to finish doing this. Oh, I forgot one more. Courtney's gonna yell at me for it. I got you, Courtney, don't worry! This one is just a goal of mine and Courtney's. I didn't really put it on here because these are more long-term, far-fetched. This is something that we're gonna achieve, but I would like to put it there until we do it. We're going to California this year. I don't care when or how or what. Cali, we're hitting you up. We're driving the BRZ down the coast, and it is going to be wild. And there it is. Woo! Finished board. That's what it looks like. That's mine. I'm super stoked. I think it's definitely gonna help motivate. I'm gonna throw it up on the wall somewhere. I'm not gonna hang it just yet because we're not done really organizing this room yet, and I don't want to hang it and then take it back down and put more holes in the wall. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that this helps, and I challenge you guys to go make one for yourself. I got the board for like $5 at the dollar store, and the pins were like $1.25. Go out there, print some photos, give yourself something to work towards, and a reminder every day as to why you're doing everything you're doing. Thank you guys so much for watching. I challenge you guys to go make one of these. I will catch you next time. Peace out, and stay committed.